Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Soapy redeemed an extra life already. Gee, that's fast. Hope you are doing well. Today is a new Monday. Today means a new flight. And today we are flying in Miami. At least we are starting in Miami. Executive Miami, I should say. The executive airport. I don't know what that even means. It sounds very important. And we are flying to Orlando today. It's going to be quite a short trip. We will be flying at an altitude of 20,000 feet. And for the first time today, I will be trying to start up this plane without having to look on my cheat sheet. So we are not going to look on the internet to see which buttons I have to press. We are going to do that all by ourselves, I hope. So, again, like I said, Miami Executive Airport over here. We can see a lot of little planes here. We are flying today with the Airbus A320. It's like the plane I know the most about when it comes to the autopilot and starting it up. And like I said, we will be cruising at an altitude of 20,000 feet flying to Orlando. Flying during daylight today. I have made a video about flying during nighttime, and that's absolutely fantastic. I was willing to fly at night today, but it's for streaming purposes. It might not be the best. It's just dark. It's very dark, and you will only see the cockpit lighting. It's not really very interesting to watch. But for now, we will be flying with the Airbus. So let's start this beauty up, right? Aerofly FS4, fantastic. Again, absolutely great. Let's see, we have the battery voltage at 27.7 and the battery 2 at a voltage of 27.7, which means they are greater than 25. Well, not percent, 25 voltage. So we can start both battery 1 and battery 2, and you should be able to hear the air conditioning and all of that starting to turn on. It turns off straight away. You can see everything turns on here. The lighting turns on. And of course, we are now at the ground, so we can request for external power, which is available. So let's just turn that on. And that will turn on all the MFDs, as you can see. Fantastic. All right. Up next, let's start the APU, I think it was. So first off, we will hit the Master SW button, which will now spool up the APU or something. I am not sure, but at some point there will be an available button over here, and then we can start it. Let's just wait a little bit before we do that. But before we do that, of course, we can set on the beacon lights already. We are not going to taxi yet. I will do that soon. I will set on the seatbelt signs to auto and the no smoking signs to auto. And we arm the emergency lights over here to the arm position. At the same time, we're going up here. We set the aiders to the nav position, and this will align the plane with our GPS. So I hope soon these MFDs will give us a little bit more detail. And otherwise we will have to cheat. Hey Mint, how are you doing? When are we flying to the moon? I have made a video about flying to the moon. What is that thing called in Top Gun? That very special plane. Would love to see you fly the 737 someday. I will figure that out. I will How does he read chat? I read the chat in game. You can see the chat as well, right? It's actually a VOD. Yeah, that would be funny. It gives us a little bit more detail. Map is not available yet. I hope that will become available very soonish. Let me just double check, because sometimes I won't be able to see the YouTube chat. And so what I will be doing is I am streaming on YouTube. Quickly head over to YouTube. And can I then see my own, like, live stream somewhere? I think it says something here. And so, oh, sorry, excuse me. Oh, yeah, okay, so the chat is working there too. That is good. And now let's just redo this. There we go. And at the same time, we can see now the map is available over here. We, by the way, have an ILS approach to Orlando, so that is going to be nice. Originally, I wanted to fly from Miami Executive Airport to Key West, but I did not see any ILS approach there, so not sure what that was. I think I just have to click start. That one is on. I think then soon when this is available, we can start the APU bleed, so let's just wait a little bit more for that. Up next, let me just set a little bit the... we're cruising at an altitude of 20,000. So let me set the autopilot to an altitude of 20,000. And over here we can set this one up as well. Let me go to... sorry, what was it? This one. I can double click. It will cheat. V1 speed and V2... Oh, V2 speed on 42 knots. That is all fine. Let me head over to the flight plan over here. There we go. Now this should be available soon, I hope. At the same time, we can start the fuel pumps here. On, and on. Do a quick APU fire test. That works. Engine 1 fire test. Correct. Engine 2 fire test. Fantastic. All working. We can now see available start the APU bleeds. There we go. Wipers are working. In case it's going to rain, which will not be the case. Nav lights on, wing lights on. Why not? Let's all turn it on. Strobe lights on. No. This is all good. No white lights. This seems to be all good. No white lights. And up on the right overhead panel, we also don't have any white lights. Thank you, Rhombus 101 for the prime. Thank you very much. Welcome aboard. Hope you are well. Hope you will have a great flight. Not sure about that, but we will see. Okay, I'm still a student pilot, so to say. Student pilot. But thank you, buddy. I appreciate that a lot. Hey, Mark, is the mic audio fucked for you guys too, or is it just me? You can't hear my... You can't hear me. Let me just... Test 1, 2, 3. Hey, Mark, is the mic audio for you guys too? That doesn't sound correct. Let me see if I can change that. To be some interference. Maybe now it is a little bit better. Test 1, 2, 3. Is it better now? Now I have to wait until the live catches up. Maybe now it's a little bit better. I think now it's better. Let's hope it stays like this. Should be better now. I hope. It is. Okay, let's hope it stays like this. Hey Mark, how are you doing, buddy? Oh, to watch out, pressing this button. That's the only problem with VR. Like doing this, letting your controller fall down because it can touch all of these buttons. It's a very risky business. All right. Let me know if it goes bad again. Then I have to find another solution. Right now, everything seems to be alright. Of course, I am forgetting something. I'm sure of it. Let's arm this. Let's put the flap at the 1 position. Let's put this all the way to the... Oh, it's hard to read. Let me check. This position over there. Parking brake. APU bleed. Okay, well that's fine. Parking brake. WS off. Don't know what that means. Seatbelt signs. That's all good, right? Seatbelt signs on. Okay. Alright, yeah, up next, let's just start the engines, shall we? How to start the engine? Super simple in this one, in the Airbus. We set the mode selector to start. And, wow, your Twitch and YouTube chat merges? Yeah, apparently it is. I hope. It sometimes just cuts out, and I don't know why that is happening. Hey, Rickster, how are you doing? And for some reason, you always start engine number 2 first. If I go to the engine page over here... There. You can already hear the engine, by the way. Ah, over there. It is pulling up right now. And soon it will give like an available sign. And that means that we can start engine number 1, the left engine. And we can actually see the left engine starting up as well. By just opening the window, which we will be doing as well. Love the sounds here. You can see my... I don't know why it's doing the rudders. That's my joystick. It has a bit of a... I need to set a dead zone. Because it's just going wild. No, I totally missed this, but I think... Oh, cabin crew is ready, as we see over here. That's good. We are not ready yet. Let's just start engine number 2 here. There we go, engine number 2 is starting. Lovely thing about this simulator, you can open the window here. Whoop. And just sneak outside if you want. You see that? The engine starting? Absolutely lovely. Let's close it. There we go. Alright. Engine 2 is starting. Let's wait for that. There's a little button named PWS close to the rudder. Flick it. Close to the rudder? Do you mean over there? To the spoilers. I don't know which... Oh yeah, sorry, this one, yeah. Boop. There we go. Thank you. That's a small little detail, yeah. I would forget. Engine 2 is going... Let's push the engine mode selector back to norm. Now, the engines... let's turn off the APU here. External power. Let's turn on the air conditioning. Oh shit. Let's turn on the air conditioning. A little bit colder. There we go. And I think, ladies and gentlemen, cabin crew is ready. We are ready to go to the runway. I think 06L it was. We will find out. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome on board Laubox Air. Today we will be flying towards Orlando. It will be a short flight, cruising at 20,000 feet. And there seems to be no wind, no clouds. Perfect day. Oh! My headset disconnects. Give me a moment. This is your pilot still speaking. Trying to reconnect. Should be all fine right now. I'm back. Stream is out. Everything goes crazy. We will fix it. Hopefully. Hopefully. There we go. We're back. Scary. Very, very scary. If suddenly the pilot tells you that his headset's disconnecting. Alright. Have a perfect day. Okay, let's go. Passengers, seatbelt signs on. And please leave them on, because I am flying. A little bit of thrust to get us going. And then we make a right turn over here. Oh shit, parking brake. Just a bit. I hate it that my joystick on my Quest 2, it is just absolutely going mental. That is so annoying. You see, I have to put a DADS on, but I hope I can actually get out of here. There we go. Making a right turn and then a straight left. Love when the light comes in like this in the cockpit. I mean, the scenery, like, well, I tell this every time. The scenery in Aerofly is, of course, a little bit shitty. But look at this. The cockpit details are fantastic. Make a left turn over here. It seems that this airport is a little bit small for my plane. But that's fine. And then all the way in the end, we will have to make a right turn. So yeah, I don't know. This is Miami Executive Airport, so I guess it's only like it's a very business-like airport. Small little planes, jets. So I was watching a video the other day about the most expensive private jets. And so apparently Kim Kardashian owns a private Boeing 747 or something. Absolutely insane. Absolutely ridiculous as well. Of course. I think it's even like a this double-decker. I'm not even sure. I think it was. Absolutely crazy. Yeah, wear to seatbelt and life vest. Although we are not flying over any water today. But a parachute could come in handy. Alright. Making a right turn here, holding short of runway 06L, I think it was. I prepared just a little bit. Or 09L, whatever. Alright. Double checking, no planes on the right, no planes on the left. We are ready to go to the... look at this, look at the detail, look at the light coming into the cockpit. Absolutely great. And let's align ourselves with the runway over here. The sun is above us. Stopping here for a second, double checking everything. Flaps in the takeoff position. Cabin crew is ready. APU is off. I think we are ready to go. Hope you guys are ready to go. Put the stick here, working. Okay. Let's go. Engine stable. Full power. Ah, how good is this? I love it. 80 knots. 100 knots. 120. V2, rotating plane. Oh. Positive climb rate, gear up. Look at this, Miami over here on our left, well, all over the place. That's the coastline. following the flight plan. Maybe we will go a little bit over water. I'm not sure. Let me zoom just a little bit out. So we're now going to the first waypoint at, can't really, we're already way too high. We should be at 1400 feet, but okay, let's just climb first. 160 knots, well that's kind of fine. Following this green cross here. That's the first waypoint, and then we will make a left turn. Just looking around now. Fantastic. The highway up there. The coastline up there. So Key West is over there if you follow the coastline. Where all the rich people live. With the climbing speeds. Flaps up. Autopilot on. Now we can be at a speed of 188. So let me change that to 188. As you can see up there, first waypoint, making a left turn soon, so we can test if the autopilot is working as well. This is one-to-one accurate with the real thing. I have never been in a real air in an Airbus A320, but I mean, I guess it comes close to real life. Yes, sir, sure. I think it definitely comes close to real life. It's really cool. Especially because I don't need a joystick. I do everything with my own hands. You can turn on the auto throttle by pulling the speed button. I can turn on. You mean this? I think it's already doing that. I am now at 188. We're now climbing to 20,000 feet. We're going a little bit... We're climbing a little bit too fast, I would say, for my taste, but it's fine. Let's increase the speed just a little bit. Let's put it to 220. See if it works. Yeah, there we go. Goes up. I could... Well, it's fine. Let me just take a quick peek outside. Yeah, here the scenery looks good. I mean, you know, Microsoft Flight Simulator looks absolutely fantastic. Like I said, the scenery, and compared to Aerofly, it's not much. But once you are above a certain altitude, it doesn't really matter for me anymore. I mean, still Microsoft is better in that way, but okay. It's what it is. We're now at 220, so it maintains the autopilot like what I have put in there. Our next waypoint will be Wingo at 20,000. And we can go even faster. Let's go to 300 knots. Makes a nice left turn according to the flight plan. We are now at 13,000 feet. That's all nice. Look at this. And it runs so smooth. I mean, Aerofly FS4 has been made with VR in mind, and that's what I think is the beauty of it. And the fact that you can read all the indicators and all of that, it's pretty cool. The only thing I would like it to have is VetSim, so you can have like real ATC and all of that, but okay. This is the Airbus A320, Golden. And welcome. How are you doing? Welcome on board. Oh, shit. Oh, we forgot the taxi lights. Oh, unlucky. Seatbelt signs can be turned off, and the smoking sign can be turned off because in the Airbus A320 with Loubox Air, you can smoke that cigar if you want. No worries. No worries. Let me also already set the auto brakes to medium. Gear is up. Flaps are up. Alright. All cool. Still climbing at 15,000 feet. Let me zoom a little bit out here on the map. You can see, I'm not sure if at Wingo... it's going to be interesting. At Wingo, it wants me to be at a 20,000 altitude. Okay, that's fine. But we have to really get down on time, you know, lower the altitude. 17,000 feet right now. We are almost at 20,000. What do you see if you clip your head through the cockpit door? Nothing happens. I see my own living room because I've set the boundary, but yeah, nothing happens really. This is also pretty neat over here. If it works. There we go. A little bit of a... checklist. Takeoff checklist. After start checklist. Before start. But like I said in my previous live, you know what would be cool? Like, I'm not really the one that will do the full checklist, you know? Oh, hold on one second. Let me get this back. There's like a button here. There we go. 20,000. So let's see if the plane will auto level at that altitude. Which it will do because I can already see the vertical speed going down. The only thing I'm really worried about is our speed. We're going way too fast. Oh, let me turn on the auto thrust. Let's see if it will actually go to 300 and stay there. Well, we are at the correct altitude, so this is what 20,000 feet up in the air looks like. The sun is behind, like over there. And right now, it is not staying at 300. We are now going from Miami Executive. We are going to Orlando. Short flight. This is going to be annoying. So I am doing something wrong here. Well, actually... There we go. There we go. There we go. It now stays at 301. Exactly. We're flying to Orlando on a beautiful day. Again, a very short flight. We are just taking a few passengers with us who are in the back. Right now we are just cruising, going over to Winco over there. Let me put it in an arc. And I think, yeah, I don't know. Oh, wait a second. I see. Oh, I see. It wants us to decrease altitude over there. You can see that white arrow. I'm not sure if you guys can see that correctly. But at this point over there, it wants us to decrease the altitude to, what is it? 4,600, roughly. I will decrease altitude already soon to go down to 10,000, but okay. Right now, as the plane is just doing what I want, and I've set the autopilot, what we can do is just take a look around us. And that's also the beauty of VR, right? I can stand up here. Ugh. And I can just, well, take a peek around. I can't really go there because I will bump my head into the wall. But yeah, we've got the escape rope over here. Apparently. There's a life vest behind the pilot seat, so it's not under the pilot seat. There's also a life vest over there. There are quite a few life vests. We've got a portable fire extinguisher, I think on both sides. No, only on one side. Only over there. And then we have the mask. The oxygen mask is over here. Over there. Okay, we are approaching Winko over there. I need to install some kind of overlay that people can actually see the flight plan that we are doing. That would be kind of handy. Okay, so over here, speed. Roger that, thank you. And so we are learning great things. I think this is our ILS approach. ILS 35L. We are now, let me just put it correctly, to 300, flight level 200, which we are. Yeah, now it's just relaxing. Now, always at these moments, and I will say it in every single live stream, and I won't stop it, because I will hope that one day, or that many times the developer will watch, but we need co-op. We need someone next to us. How awesome would that be? And to finish what I said earlier, about the checklists, like I wouldn't mind doing a checklist in VR, like the before start checklist, after start, after takeoff checklist. I don't care. I am not doing them right now because I would have to do that alone. If there was someone sitting next to me and I could just read out, and then my co-pilot would say, okay, check, then it would be fine. Making a right turn, by the way. And the good thing about this flight plan is that right now, Orlando is just straight ahead of us. We can already actually see Orlando over here. Our runway is 35L. What's happening with the audio logs? It sometimes crackles for a second and then it goes away. I don't know. I think there's some interference with something. I've got a wireless headset. And I don't exactly know what's going on. But let me know if it's really starting to get annoying. I will take a look into it next stream. I'm also using like a voice meter. Like, I don't know. It might be that. Let me know if it really starts to get a problem. I think that I already want to decrease some altitude, to be honest. So let's dive down to 15,000. It won't do that. But now it will. So now, okay, now we have to learn something else. Will this blue line, I think this blue line tells us that on this exact moment we will be at 15,000. If I will... Let me double check. I think it will. Well, slowly decreasing altitude. Let's go. I got a problem with the game Steel Crew. Oh. Okay, let's go. I can't help you with that, buddy. I can't help you with that. Okay. Let's see. How far are we off? Well, we can dive a little bit faster. I'm wondering... And what speed do we need to be at? We need to be at 200 at waypoint Nogi, which is our next waypoint. Nogi at 207 knots, an altitude of 4640 from... And from that moment we start the ILS approach as well. Oh shit, this is really weird. What did I do? Oh. Nogi is now coming in our side at 160, I guess, nautical miles. And so we need to decrease some altitude. Let me just already put this to 10,000. There we go. And this one to 1,500. There we go. Let's just seatbelt sign on. We're going in for the approach. Descent, I mean. Auto brakes are on. We cannot forget to put the gear down. Let's please not forget that. Flaps will be down soon. Our speed is 300, which can be now at 250. Let's decrease the speed as well already to 250. $16,000 feet. What is the max speed? The max speed of this plane? 350 knots, I think. I don't know. I don't know. I think 380 or something, even. I don't know. Once you go over it, it will start beeping. You will get crazy. Cockpit crew, get ready for descent. Well, we are descending, but... Get the ready for landing here. Alright, 15,500. Doing alright, we're going to 10,000. Speed of 250 knots. We are now descending, so it's a little bit hard to, you know, decrease speed. We are now at 280 almost. I can help the plane by just putting the speed brakes half. Which I will be doing. Come on. And that will help decreasing speed just a bit more. I could also pull out the flaps, but we are going too fast for that. When do you pull it out and when do you press it, by the way? Hey, Itzine, how are you doing? Again, for the people just watching on YouTube and Twitch, hello, how are you doing? We are flying from Miami Executive Airport to Orlando. And we have just started our descent into Orlando. Run rate 35L, apparently. ILS approach. Going to waypoint Nogi over here. We're now descending to 10,000. And we will have to go to 4,000. Which we have plenty of time. I'm just looking to the horizon if we perhaps could already see the runway. I hope not. And we are decreasing speed to 250. The speed brakes help a little bit. That is cool. And we can also see, I think, when we are going to reach 10,000. Because that will be at this blue little line over there. I don't know what this then means. I don't know what the other line means. Just farmlands. Like normally I would turn on the landmarks as well, so you can see what, you know, the name of the towns and the cities and the villages and all of that, or other important landmarks. I've turned them off. And of course I wanted to do a flight to Key West, because that's like a really nice flight along the coastline. But again, I could not really find it's weird, because Key West has this pretty huge airport, like 4 runways or 5 even, I don't know, but they did not have any ILS approach. 11,000 and at 250 knots. So what I can do now is, sorry, that's my chair blocking the controller. Pulling the speed brakes back up. I think 250 knots is a nice speed. We will have to go down to 207. What if I... There we go. And now we are just moving towards the runway. Don't see anything yet. Could be, what is it now? 100 miles ahead of us. We're now at 10,000. That's nice. And then the moment we reach that white line over there, that's the moment I will be going towards the 5,000 mark. And you would think that in the very far distance we could see Orlando Airport, but we can't yet. So we will have to wait. But it's just the technology in this airplane is fantastic, and the way they simplified it, it is so crazy. It's so crazy to think about it. Like the autopilot, it's phenomenal. It's crazy. Like, I wouldn't be surprised that in maybe I don't know. But there will be a point where there are just no pilots. Maybe just pilots that observe the AI movements. But I think the whole, from startup to taking off and to landing the plane, it will be done by AI. And then there might be maybe 2 pilots in the plane just to observe all the instruments. But I don't think they will have to really fly or to input any settings anymore. I mean, right? Airplanes are so over-engineered and get made simple for noobs to understand. Yeah, it is quite insane. The fact that I can sit here and just basically take off. I know it's not the real deal, but still. And for me, that's like, you know, the whole starting up the plane, cold and dark. It's like the learning part, like to learn how to start a plane. That's for me where I get the most, you know, what I enjoy most, to be honest. What I really like. And then once you get the hang of the plane, like today, we pretty much done it without any help. That also is just very satisfying. It is very satisfying. It just gets a little bit bored in the end then, I guess. And so you want to go to another plane, like the Boeing, and learn that plane, or... We can also, by the way, next time, we can take the... Well, this is the Airbus A320. We can also go to the A380, which is like just flat screens. It's quite insane. So we had to maybe 8,000. There we go. Let me double check. 4640. Can we see Orlando? It might be this thing over there. There we go. Let's also decrease speed. Let's go back to 200. Because that's the speed that we want to be when we reach waypoint Noggy. And I don't think we need the speed brakes for that. So that is good. Exactly. If you ever fly in the cockpit, cruise goes that. Yeah, if ever maybe that's secretly that's my dream. Secretly, I am flying in an Airbus A320 as a passenger, and then suddenly like, is there anyone in the plane that, well, knows how to operate the Airbus A320? Just a little bit. And then I can just lift up my hand like a real boss and say, yes, I can. Not because the pilots are dead, but maybe the pilots, you know, feel unwell or something and they cannot operate it anymore. And I will just lift my hand up in the air. Yeah. A weird dream I have. It's kind of a weird dream if you think about it. But yeah. Who knows? Maybe one day. We are now at 8,000 feet. Okay. I think Orlando... We can already see the outskirts of Orlando itself. And Orlando might not be that far behind it. I can even put... Alright. Just a bit more until we start really the final descent to 4,000. And then I have to press the LS button as well. We're now at 200 knots. That's good. That's really perfect. This is going to be, I think, a very good landing. I completely jinxed it right now, but... yeah, I do believe this will be a good landing. We're close. We are very close. Let me just double check if everything here is fine. And after waypoint Noggy, we go to 193 knots and then 175 and 150. Okay. I also want to be using a little bit of flaps. We can actually already go to flap 1. Flaps 2 even. And put this a little bit slower. Oh, let's say at 200, okay. There we go. There is the white arrow, which means we can start our descent to 4,000. Let's start doing that right now. Actually, let's go to 5,000. I don't know really how to put like the exact number in there in VR. Can I if I hold the grip maybe? No, I don't know how to do that. Let's not play with it too much. Ooh, that was scary. It looked like the autopilot started. That's the overspeed. I think that's the overspeed. $1,000. There we go. Zooming just a little bit in. I think I can set the approach already. Yeah. There's waypoint Nogi. And then we'll be making a slight right turn. I think it's over there. We can already see it, by the way. It's behind the lake. I can see the runway, I think. Don't fly into the UK. We have air traffic control failure for real. Oh, really? No, we are far away from the UK. We are now heading into Orlando here. More drag. There we go. Oh, we're speeding right now. I'm gonna put a little bit. Don't know why it's. I would like it to decrease a little bit speed here. We are now catching the glide slope at least. That is good. We're just a little bit fast. We're just a little bit fast. So maybe speed brakes a little bit. Half. Maybe full. There we go. Well, we are lined with the runway. We're catching the glide slope over here. That is good. We are now on the diamonds. Just don't know why. It is not decreasing speed. There it goes. 3,400. $3,000. We will have to go to 150. Way too fast. And below 200 knots we can do some extra flaps as well. Don't really know why.
2,500.
Okay. Gear down. That is making us decrease speed as well. Oh shit. Let's just leave that on. Now go to 150. We're at good altitude, 1700 feet. 2 red lights, 2 white lights. Everything seems to be cool. Extra flaps. Extra flaps. Flaps full. Speed brake off. $150. Going into 143. 1000. Going to take over the controls myself very soonish. Need to get sit ready for it. Taking over. I can't speak and do this at the same time, guys, so bear with me here.
100 above. Minimum.
Bit high.
300. 200. 100. 50, 40, 30, 20. Retard. But
Touchdown, a bit late, but okay. Reverse thrust. That's okay. And welcome to Orlando. I need to really learn to touch down a little bit faster. I'm always just a little bit too high. Making a left turn here. Ah, shit. Forgot the landing lights and all of that. But that's fine. Textualize on. Welcome to Orlando. Well, we made it alive and well, so that is good. Let us find a nice place to taxi there, over there with the palm trees. Not bad. Not too bad, I would say. And again, it's always a little bit stressing if you have, if you do a flight for like 20 minutes. You just want to land perfect, because if you just land, if you just crash, all that flying was, it feels like it was done for nothing. Just going slowly now to the, clean up a little bit here, flaps up. And today we are flying, by the way, United Airlines. The United Airlines livery. And I think we will have to go one to the left here already. A huge plane over there as well. Let's see if there's a gate over here. So in the next update there's going to be a pushback. But that is nice as well, so we can actually start at the gate. Oh, there's one over there. bit more to the right here. And I see a nice spot for us already. Over there. If the cars are not blocking us, at least. Over here. Delta Airlines up there. There we go. All right. Parking brake on. Is off. Is off. Engine's off. This can be turned off. These all can be turned off. And put the external power on, at least. There we go. Welcome to Orlando, ladies and gentlemen. What a flight. How do I set up VR for... I have it on Xbox Game Pass on my PC. I also have a Quest 2. I think you just start up the game in Microsoft Flight Simulator and then you hit Control Space, I think it was. Or Control Tab, I'm not sure. I think it was Control Space. Oh, I have no clue what I am doing, by the way, VPAF. I have no clue what I'm doing. I maybe do these flights once a week. Still have to learn a lot. But it's we are getting there. You know, I at least can start up the plane without having to look on the website which buttons I have to press. I would like to do this in Microsoft Flight Simulator. I will try to see if it works fine over there. But I am not sure. Let me just... Let me get some peace and quiet over here. There we go. So, yeah, I mean, if you have a VR headset, this is absolutely fantastic. This is Aerofly FS4. This is not Microsoft Flight Simulator. So Aerofly FS4, it has been made with VR in mind. So you do everything with your own hands. I have not been using a joystick for this flight. I have been using the one here, which I can just grab with my hands. All the buttons as well. I just press them with my own hands, which are... This feels so good. The more buttons, the better, to be honest. And yeah, it's fantastic. It just works so well. And I mean, I can't really sell it on a flat... I cannot sell it to you this way. You really have to experience it for yourself. But it is definitely the future of simulation games. Virtual reality, no matter what simulator you are playing, whether it's a combat flight simulator, a flight simulator like this, a train simulator, I don't know, like a boat simulator, I don't know, it's what it is. All right, yeah, I hope they just make a demo one day so people can experience to maybe fly like the Airbus A320 and just experience it for themselves. Well, this was it for today, guys. I hope you enjoyed the flight. Welcome. Thanks for all these new faces coming in and saying hi. I really appreciate that. That's really nice of you all. And yeah, you can... the plan for this week, I don't know. Tomorrow, Crossfire Sierra Squad comes out. I will be trying that. And other than that, I am not sure. But thank you for watching again. Have a nice day. And I will see you next time. Ciao, guys. Bye-bye.